the world we are in. 2 years ago, I remember at Muri-Okunola Park here in Lagos, Nigeria, Nigerians gathered in their numbers, if I do say so, hundreds, to pay tribute to Mohbad. And at the time, the big question was, what happened to Mohbad? Really, what happened to Mohbad? While these questions continued to circulate social media, somebody's name kept popping up, and his name is Naira Marley. Now, I haven't said those two words out of my mouth in about 2 years. So it's interesting to do that again. Naira Marley, everyone starts asking, what was the relationship you had with Mohbad, Naira Marley? We got to discover how Naira Marley bullied, humiliated Mohbad on several occasions. Now, while I must point out to say that we do not know for sure that this led to Mohbad's death, but if there's one thing we know, it's that Mohbad was a man who had to deal with a lot of trauma while he was alive, and it was as a result of this man. Of course, we know how it went down. Naira Marley went to prison alongside Sam Larry, and then he went low. He went low, quiet. But ladies and gentlemen, again, reminding us of the fickle nature of social media, Naira Marley appears to have moved on. Of course, there's nothing wrong with moving on, right? He just released a new single. I would play the song, but it's a typical Naira Marley song, very vulgar. So unfortunately, we cannot actually play that song for you. But hey, Naira Marley is telling us he's back. I don't know why this is supposed to be funny, but I find this very insulting to the memory of Mohbad. I'm back. And guess what? It's all over TikTok. There's a dance, by the way. There's a TikTok dance about this song, and everybody, even your celebrities, are jumping on it. Because everyone that held candle in Muri-Okunola Park are dancing to this trend. Anyway, let's talk about Mohbad's wife. In a recent interview with Chude, Omawumi Aloba shared her perspective on everything that's been going on almost 2 years after Mohbad's death. Take a look.
I feel like the saddest thing I've experienced so far is the fact that the person that's supposed to be in gap for my late husband, this person that's supposed to be my son and highest protector, is our chief prosecutor.
Right.
And he's been everywhere trying to, recruit people to turn against my son and I, both online and offline. Like, it's been from one threat to another.
This is Mohbad's father, you're talking about?
My father-in-law, the problem is more like a competition between him and Liam.
Between your father-in-law and your son?
Yes.
A competition?
It sounds funny, but that's the actual truth. That man is actually my friend. Like, we were literally close.
Yes, I've seen some text messages.
We were very close. Like, he's like a father to me. Now that I'm pregnant, that we need to get things done. That if I was to be his daughter, he would never allow me to train my child in my husband's house because he was not married, because he's not married to me. I should go to my parents' house. I should get a list and send it to him.
So your father-in-law is the one that even encouraged you guys to.
That is the funniest thing. Left to me, I won't get married because I knew my husband loved me and he knows I love him too. So we just want to live our life.
Right.
So it was even the one that initiated that marriage.
Right, and he was present, of course, during the marriage.
He was the happiest.
And now he's saying that marriage did not happen.
Yeah, because my husband is not here to defend me. You don't have to kill somebody with sword before killing them. I'm not going to lie to you. They cannot deny the fact that they made life so unbearable for my husband.
And Naira Marley and his crew made life unbearable for your husband.
They cannot deny that fact. That one thing they cannot deny. Liam would go up to say all of these things, and he would ask me questions. And the story would not be interesting if, at the end of the day, there was no justice for his father.
Nonsense.
I feel.
Wow. Well, to delve deeper into this issue today, my guest, Larry Omodia, the chairman of the Larry Omodia Foundation for Justice Reform, joins me on the show. Now, Larry, like I said, as soon as I touched down, I said to myself, I need to talk to Larry, because you've been following this situation over the last 2 years. And aside from the fact that you've been following over the last 2 years, you've taken it upon yourself.
You don't want to hear Larry's voice, so
now, some people will say, what are you looking for, Uncle? He was distributed, said that.
Don't worry, the show is the show actually talked more about Wunmi. Don't worry, I've watched it. I've watched it.
They've given us so many reasons. I've even lost track of what they said happened to him. I've heard that it was a nurse that gave him a wrong injection. I've heard that he was intoxicated and got into a fight that infected an injury. I've heard that he fell down and broke his neck. I have heard so many things. At this point, I'm just like, you know what? Where are we? You've been following this situation, so bring us up to speed on the Mohbad case and how the different parties have influenced where we've gotten to today.
Thank you. Thank you for bringing me on.
Absolutely.
It's not been easy trying to get here, but I appreciate the opportunity to put my 2 cents on this journey. Mohbad is the only guy that I know that has died in 5 or 6 different narratives. You know, like you said, it was a fight with a friend, allegation that it's the wife, the nurse injection.
Yeah.
You know, so many narratives. And that makes it a mysterious death. It makes it, something suspicious because you only die once, you know. But so where we are now on Mohbad's death is that there's so many confusion out there. People are confused. Some people are capitalizing on the death of Mohbad for financial gains. Some people are fighting because of the death.
Sorry, Sister Cindy, the stuff is about Yomi versus Africa too. So it has nothing to do with Wumi. You just listen, you go hear what they talk.
Of Mohbad, even fighting strangers, total strangers. You mentioned TikTok a little bit earlier. There's a different world. It's called TikTok. There's a TikTok community of Nigerians, Africans, and some Americans. And this community is becoming so toxic. Toxic that people are taking the virtual world of TikTok, bringing it to the real life. So in other words, you come on TikTok and you're talking about your opinion of Mohbad or the mysterious death, and you and I start fighting. And we go to the extent that people start suing, petitioning each other on this boy's death. Total strangers becoming enemies. So my major concern is, how do we kill this toxicity, the toxic environment on TikTok? I want the government to intervene.
But they already did, Larry.
No, not on this behavioral pattern that is going on TikTok. I mean, we're talking scammers, we're talking abusers. I mean, ladies that you would think are supposed to be flowery and decent, they come up and they are so bombardious with words that you can imagine on this boy's death.
So give us context now, because for everyone who's watching the show, like I said, we talked about this on the show. I fed the viewers and I've said to them, okay, so this is where we are today on Mohbad's death, okay? We know that he died. In less than 24 hours, he was buried. Yeah. We know at some point his body was exhumed. Yeah. We saw that his neck was broken.
Yes.
There's a lot of questions that we still haven't answered. We also know that there were 2 different autopsies.
Yeah, the autopsy situation is the government did one, and the family, the father's side, because the father and the wife, they are divided in seeking for justice.
Yeah.
So the father and his lawyers, they've already conducted their own
Did they
autopsy.
have the results?
They refused to publish the result for reasons unknown, but if I have to lean on their side, primarily they're waiting for the inquest to resume. You know, the inquest was suspended.
Why?
Inquest was suspended because there was an issue with a law firm that was employed by a foundation. That foundation brought in the lawyer, the attorneys to represent the public. You know, foundations, our job is to fight for the public. So there's a particular foundation that brought their lawyers in, and for whatever reason, the judge kicked them out. That is, the magistrate judge in Ikorodu said they could not be there, or they didn't have a local standing to be involved in the case. Now, we thought that was wrong because you can go into the courtroom to the inquest, and as a citizen, you can raise your hand and say you want to ask a question or to inject whatever you feel. But the judge now excluded this law firm. That means the foundation was excluded from handling from standing for the public.
Who reached out? Whose idea was like? Who asked this foundation to do this, or was it just a?
The foundations, a public concern, a matter of public interest. They came in as a matter of public interest to help, to contribute, to investigate and see from the public, what's going on, so they can feed the public. But the judge now removed them from the hearing, and they petitioned to the High Court. Now,
okay, so what you're saying, basically, just to get you before you continue, is that no member of Mohbad's family till date, his mom, his dad, no one, no friend, no producer, no record label owner has taken any legal action into investigating what killed Mohbad.
That's true, but also not absolutely true, because at the inquest, I think it's the Musical Association or something like that.
Okay.
They have representation, something like that. There's a legal entity representing some form of entertainment industry.
Okay.
Because I've been to the inquest a few times, and I know, they've appeared several times on behalf. But as that is for the...
It's from them. Just hold on. Just hold on. Man, you hear what the presenter also said about Yomi.
Judge, in her wisdom, the magistrate removed them. They petitioned to the High Court, and recently, I think they just lost the case. So inquest is going to be back on the 28th of this month.
And that's going to be with you.
It's still from them. Man, Bush is sort of see. Presenter, man, she has bad mom. Bush is sort of see your man.
Back to making music. Where are we today?
The family is divided. The wife's side wants Mohbad to be buried. The father refuses to bury.
Why?
His reasons...
I told you I'm not promoting it, so don't ask for the presenter. I just want you to know that media outlets out there now know the truth. You see the kind of questions and the kind of stuff the presenter will soon be saying. It's not the network, it's from their...
From Nigeria, across Africa.
That's the end of the road. Scientifically, judiciously, that's the end of the road. Now, there should be no reason to keep the body waiting. If you believe in afterlife, the boy should be released and done with. He should be gone and free. So, again, that's best answered by the father who's refusing, because obviously the mother and the wife, they've already been public saying, look, we want this boy buried. I didn't agree with them at one point. Because
why?
Because we didn't have the samples for the toxicology and autopsy to be conducted. But now that both sides have done their own scientific investigation, why are you delaying?
Was there anything questionable after these autopsy? Like, do you think maybe that's why the father might be delaying? Maybe they found some things that were questionable?
Well, we don't know because he has not released the result. But I'm hoping in the next...
in the government's autopsy?
The government's one was a total mess. It was a mess up. I was there when they read the autopsy report. And what's shocking is you come out and you say, inconclusive, meaning you can't find the cause of death.
Exactly. So if the government's autopsy was inconclusive and the father does not want to release the result of his own autopsy, don't you think there's a big gray area there?
That's what we're all looking for. Where you see all these mysteries, that's why we're involved. We want these mysteries, this puzzle to be solved. The father should have released the result the minute he got it.
So the wife doesn't even know what killed her husband?
She doesn't. Well, inconclusive from the government part.
The
father suspense. And the whole thing about Mohbad's case is every week we have a new chapter, a new suspense. Series. It's like a movie that's not ending.
Now, this situation is very heartbreaking. Yeah. I know you mentioned at some point different people coming up to say, oh, they were there when Mohbad died and they know what happened and they were even willing to trade this information for money.
Nobody's actually said that, except recently there was a chat between the brother of, allegedly, the brother of Mohbad sold his phone to one of their family friends. And on that phone, allegedly, contained the fight that killed Mohbad. And this brother of Mohbad had a chat with a certain actor turned activist. Now, they were demanding for 3 million naira to send the video to him. And he advanced a Bitcoin of 500,000 naira. Now, the video that was sent to him was as blurred as anything you can see in the world. It had no information. So that is now a new series in the whole saga that we're trying to solve. What's in the 3 seconds video? How do you receive a 3 seconds video that shows no blood, no body, no fighting, only noise, and it was masked with a happy face? So we call it the 3 seconds video, and this has gone all the way to the police command, from police command now to zone 2. And in my recent investigation at zone 2, they said they don't have any video evidence to work with. And there was another story about of CCTV video content that was supposedly being kept for over a year and was given to this actor turned activist. Now, this video, according to the police, just as late as last week, I was being told it contained nothing. It was already deleted. So you have an actor activist coming in contact with 2 videos, one on the from the brother and the CCTV at the house of Mohbad, or the neighbor's CCTV.
How did he get these things, and what's his relationship with this?
Well, I think he was doing his own investigation or whatever he was doing. But my problem is, if you, Kachi, finds a video of what killed Mohbad,
Arise 360 will hear about it the next day.
Would you not immediately watch it? Would you not watch it and then save it and double save it and take it to where?
The police.
Case closed. This is the beef we have now.
Well, can I be honest? I mean, I imagine you do not want us to mention who this man is.
No, I don't want to mention names because I'm actually being petitioned for asking questions, for investigating this matter.
I would say this, because we've had a conversation, I would respect that you don't want to mention this man, but he's a questionable human being. And I told you this already. His character has proven.
He's a questionable human being.
Questionable human being. I heard
Presenter hello for Africa TV. As it but okay. Let me play back. People didn't hear that, please.
questionable woman being. Yepa, Igbo.
President is a questionable woman being. Hey.
Okay.
Eduro, sister Tolu. Dependable, God, let play like what? Questionable, yummy. Kagbe. Multiple rewind there.
That was supposedly being kept for over a year and was given to this actor turned activist. Now, this video, according to the police, just as late as last week, I was being told it contained nothing. It was already deleted. So you have an actor activist coming in contact with 2 videos, one on the from the brother and the CCTV at the house of Mohbad, or the neighbor's CCTV.
How did he get these things, and what's his relationship with this?
Well, I think he was doing his own investigation or whatever he was doing. But my problem is, if you, Kachi, finds a video of what killed Mohbad,
Arise 360 will hear about it the next day.
Would you not immediately watch it? Would you not watch it and then save it and double save it and take it to where?
The police.
Case closed. This is the beef we have now.
But can I be honest? I mean, I imagine you do not want us to mention who this man is.
No, I don't want to mention names
But,
because I'm actually being petitioned for asking questions, for investigating this matter.
I would say this, because we've had a conversation, I would respect that you don't want to mention this man, but he's a questionable human being. And I told you this already. His character has proven questionable over time. Legally, as a matter of fact, he has been questioned for his character by the police and by the courts. So it's kind of hard to take that in from a. I'm not surprised, but let's go back to the.
Sister Temi, shake it to rewind there.
This lady seems to know a lot about this man because she said over time. This is not your first time, Yomi. O ti ń ṣe tipẹ́, olórí burúkú èèyàn ni.
As it, that's what fucking I was just like, no, we would have to play this.
You're not in my league. I'm not in your league. League where they will go lower go.
That I will finish here. Let me play.
Look at the way you're talking. No poise, nothing. Oh damn.
Man, the lady finished it. Let me play it again for guys that are just tuning in. I told you I'm not going to promote it, but this place will promote it.
And take it to where?
The police.
Case closed. This is the beef we have now.
But can I be honest? I mean, I imagine you do not want us to mention who this man is.
No, I don't want to mention names because I'm actually being petitioned for asking questions, for investigating this matter.
I would say this, because we've had a conversation, I would respect that you don't want to mention this man, but he's a questionable human being. And I told you this already. His character has proven questionable over time. Legally, as a matter of fact, he has been questioned for his character by the police and by the courts. So it's kind of hard to take that in from a. I'm not surprised, but let's go back to the issue. Let's just leave him on the side, while that is happening. Clearly, there's so many faces to this, but
Ejo, Nibino, play for the last time. Madak Madalekas, Ejo, Nibino, more like Iben Bachevaji. Okay. Questionable, Yomi.
But can I be honest? I mean, I imagine you do not want us to mention who this man is.
No, I don't want to mention names because I'm actually being petitioned for asking questions, for investigating this matter.
I would say this, because we've had a conversation, I would respect that you don't want to mention this man, but he's a questionable human being. And I told you this already. His character has proven questionable over time. Legally, as a matter of fact, he has been questioned for his character by the police and by the courts. So it's kind of hard to take that in from a. I'm not surprised, but let's go back to the issue. Let's just leave him on the side, while that is happening. Clearly, there are so many faces to this, but I have a more interesting question, right?
Yeah.
Mohbad was an artist that released a lot of music. I have to confess to everyone watching the show that my first encounter with Mohbad was, and when I say encounter, I mean the first time I not just heard, but really listened to Mohbad was after he died. And I think that's...
You're not alone.
I cried.
That's 90% of us.
Because, first of all, I asked myself, it taught me a lot. First of all, don't judge a book by its cover.
Yes.
Mohbad with his gold hair, looking very chill.
Actually, I started liking gold hair after Mohbad.
I learned not to judge because I listened to everything he said in his music. Just started making sense to me.
Yes.
Waiting be this one like.
If I may chip in, sorry, Mohbad is a prophet. If you listen to the lyrics, you listen to the lyrics and you understand this boy saw death. He knew he was going to die. He knew he was being chased. He used his life and turned it into music. So, and if you understand the lyrics, you can't help but love the guy and shed tears that how did we lose such a talent?
How are we the only ones? Because I'm not even in the family. Why are we the only ones asking these questions? That's why I say the same thing. You mean to tell me his mom, his dad, his wife. I mean, those are the only three people we've seen. These are his intimate family. The record label that he worked for, Malian Records, that say we did not do anything. Nobody in his innermost circle.
Let's do it like this. When he died, allegedly, the video sent 2 million naira to the father for burial arrangement on the same night that he died, allegedly.
Who sent?
Davido, the famous musician.
Davido, okay.
He did, allegedly, and that's been all over the world.
Yes, I heard that.
Now, why is he not speaking out?
You mean Davido?
Yeah. Where is it?
Where do you want Davido? Where do you want me to talk?
Hold on.
I mean, sorry.
Sorry, but okay. No,
I apologize.
No, let's try this.
For breaking into pidgin. But please, sir, what do you, Davido should, wait, come on. We can't see.
Wait, no, it's just an example of all of them. He's not the only one. I use this name because I've been told by the father that he sent money, and that's a good gesture. That's cool.
He didn't owe anyone that.
No,
that was a kind thing.
Hold on. These guys have corporate social responsibility. Yes.
Okay.
To a comrade. No, even to the society.
So let me ask you a question. Yeah, in Nigerian,
yes,
Mr. Larry.
Yes.
Father did not do anything. Father did like this.
Father is doing something. He's doing a lot.
Wait. He's releasing music, sir. But wait, we'll get there. Father did like this.
You won't put me for trouble today.
The mama do like this. The wife do like.
Hey, Baba, he's releasing music. Guy, more so let me play it again. Hey, Baba, Dada. Let me play it again.
To a comrade. No, even to the society.
So let me ask you a question. Yeah, in Nigerian,
yes.
Mr. Larry.
Yes.
Father did not do anything. Father did like this.
Father is doing something. He's doing a lot.
Wait. He's releasing music, sir. But wait, we'll get there. Father did like this.
You won't put me for trouble today.
The mama do like this. The wife do like this. Naimali do like this.
Davido do like this.
Finoliski do like this. You're not telling Davido that just out of the goodness of his heart, I said, okay, at least take this 2 million and bury it.
He did a good thing.
You're telling Davido that Davido should come and carry it on his head.
Why? Why cannot?
No. First of all, that is not Davido's responsibility.
Whose responsibility is it?
It's Mohbad's family and friends.
The family, they're doing what?
Where's Zlatan? Shebi him and Zlatan did music together.
Yes. Where's Chike? What's this guy?
No, that's what I'm saying. You can't call these people because these are individual. No. I had because I just want to put because I know people are watching.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't want a situation where people are dragged for no reason. Chike that did Ego.
I just started with one name.
Zlatan.
So you're backing
Davido.
up what I said. All these guys, where are you guys?
Why are you looking for them is my question.
Corporate social responsibility to a comrade. When a soldier dies, you don't leave a soldier
let me ask you a question. Let me ask you. So again, I'm just trying to. You see, this is why people just do like this. They're like,
Money video to drop. Oh.
I just heard that. I just saw that. We'll come back to this. Sister Dukia. Sister Dukia. Don't drop the interview. Is it on Instagram?
Find it.
You're trying to find it. Let me also try.
Because I've been searching. It's the written one I found.
Hold on, guys. We're trying to get that.
Found it. I found it though. Or you want to play it if your network is good.
You be the wife to the late Iliri Oluwa. I love how people sabi as.
Okay, I've seen it also. Do you want to play it?
You can go on.
Start okay. Okay, let me use a video to play it instead of sorry, hold on, guys. Switch camera. Let's see. Okay, so
Because say he go.
Mrs. Wumi Cynthia Aloba, you be the wife to the late Iliri Oluwa. Aloba, how people sabi as Mohbad. And since the death of your husband, how you dey take survive?
Firstly, now God do, because if no be God, I know sure say I fit don't survive the 17 months of bullying and everything what people they do me.
Before your husband die, you fit tell us the kind of person where he be to you and your son. If you describe him for us.
This question they always they make me the emotional. Because say he go better. Maybe say now for in front and they talk all these sweet words. A good person, my husband a good person, and a person will say he dey kind. Like that I don't know. There is like nothing as in what wife use describe him, day.
What you miss most for your husband? Now we be saying no day alive again.
I mean, you know, get one particular thing why I miss about her, why I miss many things. You know, say, in fact, say, now just only me and my pikin they do life alone. You understand? You know, and I know, say, if you say in their life, all these things don't happen to me. So that presence when no day, they always they, you understand? Like now everything they make me, they miss out with everything. Okay, my pikin start school. They won't call right name. They can't write Mr. and Mrs. Aloba. So like now every angle of my life, I dey take remember because can't give me something where they say I go they use remember forever.
To an extent, tell you say your husband don't die.
Yes.
How you feel that time? Sorry.
So when they talk say he die, so they come they ask the nurse say what thing he give am. The nurse shall the talk say give am this, say give am that, say give am this. The doctor call the ask am say she do am slowly. You know what she want talk before? She talk say yes. I just wetin come happen. So at the time he say he die, from that moment, me, I don't even know many things again.
Now to the issue of DNA, where we say your husband, papa, they call for, say, make them do the DNA test for your own son, will be own grandchild. You as wife to the late Mohbad, why you never do the DNA till now?
I don't ready for this DNA since November 2023. My husband died September, November, I don't ready.
Now you don't reach almost 1 year or even more than from 2023 reach 2025 now. Who they hold the DNA? Why it never happen now?
Now my father-in-law, me I no get issue with DNA. Say, go make I just say that one thing I won't beg am for, make him please, make him know they talk bad about this speaking for media again. Say this boy go grow up, he go see all of these things. Say which kind of face they want make him dey lose look am.
But you now, Wumi, Cynthia Aloba, you dey ready to do the DNA. What thing go happen if your father-in-law not ready to do?
My lawyer doctor say we go court. Say we go tell the judge, you know, the situation where we find ourselves with this. And we go tell the judge, make the judge give us order. You know, say my husband tissue, nobody go there. It has be there has be order from courts. So we go tell the judge, say make the judge give us order. And make the judge make him monitor everything we want to. And we go tell the public as the thing they go because now the public I want to do DNA for this because my father-in-law he knows that I'm picking, so now he know the reason why they do that kind of thing for him picking. So the media will say they don't lie give now them go I want to do the DNA not be even my father-in-law because left to me is if they want 1% sure they say that that picking now picking.
But then they also get other parts where people they talk. Plenty people they talk say you don't sabi person will get Malian before they even sign your husband. Say now you even help him. Now you assist your husband to enter into Malian. If you clear that part, you sabi that Mali before. Have you know sabi him before your husband?
I know sabi him. Now my father-in-law talk this thing. I don't sabi him at all. The first time where I see him with my two face, now the third day when inside my husband.
You don't talk say your father-in-law don't cost you so much pain,
a lot.
Even at the moment.
A lot.
If you see your father-in-law now, will be Mr. Joseph Aloba, face to face now, what you will do?
So if I see him one-on-one like this, not the way I feel talk because the family don't spoil already. It can never be the same. It can never. There's no how much you want to patch it. A lot has happened.
Let me play it again.
This is Wumi Cynthia Aloba. You be the wife to the late Ilerioluwa Aloba, yeah. What people sabi as Mohbad. And since the death of your husband, how you did take survive?
Firstly, now God do because even no be God, I know sure say I feel don't survive.
Sorry, Sister Duka, please check if there's a longer version of this.
Same way in be to you and your son. If you describe them for us.
This question they always they make me the emotional. Because you know say he go better. Maybe say now for in front and they talk all these sweet words. A good person, I husband a good person, and a person will say he dey kind. Like that like I don't know. There is like nothing as in what's wife use describe him, day.
Thing you miss most for your husband now we be saying no day alive again.
I mean, get one particular thing why I miss why I miss many things. Say the fact say now just only me and my pikin they do life alone, you understand, And I know say if you say in their life.
What are you saying, Sister Duke?
I can't find any other one. What I can see here is a 5 minute 23 seconds video. That's all.
This is it. Yeah, this is it, and this more. This how this thing BBC Pidgin they do their own video interviews, very short. Looks like snippets.
And forever.
Twice they tell you say your husband don't die.
Yes.
How you feel that time? Sorry.
So when they talk say he die, so they come they ask the nurse say wetin him give am. The nurse try to talk say give am this, say give am that, say give am this. The doctor come they ask am say she do am slowly. Wetin she want talk before? She talk say yes. I was wetin come happen? So at the time he say he die, from that moment, me I don't even know many things again.
Now to the issue of DNA, where we say your husband papa they call for, say make them do the DNA test for your own son, will be your own grandchild. You ask your wife to the late Mohbad, why you never do the DNA till now?
I don't ready for this DNA since November 2023. My husband died September, November, I don't ready.
Now you don't reach almost 1 year or even more than from 2023 reach 2025 now. Who they hold the DNA? Why it never happen now?
Now my father-in-law, me I no get issue with DNA. Say, well, make I just say that one thing I want beg am for, make him please, make him they talk bad about this speaking for media again. Say this boy go grow up, he go see all of these things. Say which kind of face you want making the look am.
But you now, Wumi, Cynthia Loba, you dey ready to do the DNA. What thing go happen if your father-in-law not ready to do?
My lawyer doctor say we go court. Say we go tell the judge in the situation where we find ourselves with this. And we go tell the judge, say make the judge give us order. Say my husband teach you, nobody go there. It has be order from courts. So we go tell the judge, say make the judge give us order. And make the judge make him monitor everything we want to, and we go tell the public as the thing they go, because now the public go I want to do DNA for like this, because my father-in-law he knows that I'm picking, so now he know the reason why they do that kind of thing for him picking. So the media will say they don't lie give now them go I want to do the DNA, not be even my father-in-law, because left to me. Is if they want 1% sure they say that picking, now picking.
But then they also get other parts where people they talk. Plenty people they talk say you don't sabi person will get Malian before they even sign your husband. Say now you even help him. Now you assist your husband to enter into Malian. If you clear that part, you sabi that Mali before. Have you know sabi him before your husband?
I know sabi him. Now my father-in-law talk this thing. I know sabi him at all. The first time where I see him with my two face, now the third day when inside my husband.
You don't talk say your father-in-law don't cost you so much pain,
a lot.
Even at the moment.
A lot.
If you see your father-in-law now, will be Mr. Joseph Aloba, face to face now, what you will do?
So if I see him one-on-one like this, not the way I feel talk, because the family don't spoil already. It can never be the same. It can never. There's no how much you want to patch it. A lot has happened.
Mrs. Wumi Cynthia Aloba, you be the wife to the late Ilerioluwa Aloba, where people sack.
I don't know. Should we continue watching it? SRL panelists.
African TV kí la fẹ́ máa tún lè wò tún wò sàbí èmi ni mo
It's
sọ
just 5 minutes. It's all right. I mean, we'll get the message.
bá ṣèkò á tún wò létà.
Èèyàn lè lọ máa catch up on whatever it is. It's very short. So.
African TV náà ti wọlé síbí bàbá ẹ kú bó ṣe gbórí bí ẹ ṣe ń lọ kiri ẹ ṣe ẹ kú fẹ́. Gbogbo nǹkan tẹ lọ sọ nǹkan tẹ́yìn náà contribute ni bàbá African TV gbogbo ibi tẹ́tí ló ń ṣẹnu dídùn yẹn ṣàǹpáyìn náà wà lára wọn ṣàǹpé generational beginning course orí ti yín gan ló ti máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ torí ẹ̀yin náà wà lára wọn torí ẹ lọ bẹ̀ ẹ́ ń sìn ẹ lọ ń ṣèbò ẹ̀ ń ṣẹnu fúrẹ́fúrẹ́fúrẹ́fúrẹ́fúrẹ́fúrẹ́ pípa pẹ́yìn ò lọ́wọ́ sí gbogbo nǹkan tó ń sọ the TikTok is toxic a toxic òyìnbó lẹ lọ́ndà alẹ́ bí ọ̀pẹ rẹ̀ ẹ̀yin ẹ jẹ́ kí Arise TV gbé máìkì dọ́dọ̀ wa.
wọ́n ti sọ fún Ọlọ́run pé ẹ̀pọ̀ ọmọ lọ́mọ àlè.
báà ní dárúkọ tiyín náà nípa ẹ̀pọ̀ ọmọ yẹn lọ́mọ àlè àní gbé chat yín débẹ̀ ẹ sọ pé tí mo rí
African TV àti láwí.
sẹ́yìn rántí sọ pé ọmọ yẹn ń kọ́ o most bastard child
of the social media.
You are packaging, you are calling somebody an actor that turned to activist. Ẹyin ẹjọ́ kí ni Benjonian bọ́lá ti wá náà ṣe Benjom náà ni Benjonian
Songota.
neglected his child abirun.
Benjom lọ sí wa.
An activist on justice for Mohbad òun la máa pè yín.
Àwọn ajíkòkò Nàìjíríà.
Ní Nàìjíríà dán. Torí ẹ lọ fún iṣẹ́ tó dáa gbogbo yín lẹ máa gba kòbókò you are not leaving anybody behind Benjonian please let's go Mr. Dawe má bínú.
Okay, let's continue from where Sister Temi Ekpada, I'll see big screen. And then guys, before I continue playing the interview, I said I'm not promoting it, but we only have to just listen to it. Ejo, we have a pension going online. You can see it on Facebook, search for Maladele. On TikTok, search for Pythagoras.
Mr. Dawa.
Mommy Dukia.
Pension going on. Ṣé fẹ́ gba pension gbogbo wa pọ̀ mọ́.
A petition that people need to sign. A petition that people need to sign. So you could search for Pythagoras search for Pythagoras on TikTok. Hey, Mayo Simi by Moshe Worry platform Koniye Kunle Wambe. She aristocrats ni aristocrats IT guy Wambe. Be one stupid lady. Walk ni supermom Moshe Wobenio. Only yeah, I want to inform the platform that there's a petition on this women's platform. They are signing it. It's as if she wants to japa. Mekoko ran back me. Hi. Mayor 25, did you? Oh God! She has written to UNICEF. She has written them. Then she wants to use it for asylum. Oh, sorry. I think we need to tell Yomi, he has to go to all the borders now. He has to stay there. Wumi must not pass it.
Yomi mélòó ló fẹ́ pínra ẹ sí torí ọ̀nà. A máa dọ́pẹ́ ni.
Why would you say that, Papa?
God abeg o.
Mr. Dawa ẹ ṣáà má bínú. Ọmọ bí sọdá títì náà ń ṣe. Ọmọ bí sọdá títì ẹ ṣáà má bínú.
Ewé lèkè.
Bó ti fẹ́ rẹ̀ rè pa. Pé iṣẹ́ ṣe dátì. Then aristocrat ló ṣẹ̀ṣì mọ́pọlọ díẹ̀ wá ó ní why would any witness bá tẹ̀ wá no court gan go wá no court you don't have travel restrictions you can travel anywhere man you don't need kìnìkan.
Ní wọ́n dá ṣé suspect ni Wùmí tẹ̀ ń sọ pé kò lè travel ni tó bá travel kò wọ́n láti lọ ni nobody bàbá ńlá kù bàbá ńlá yóò lè stop ẹ̀ ṣeré ni.
Yeah, no. I think I was being sarcastic. Don't ṣe pé ó fi ń ta sí Wùmí o. No. Kò yẹ kó fi ń ta sí Wùmí.
I'm just saying fáwọn wèrè tó ń rò pé bóyá èèyàn kan lè. Ẹyẹ bí bóyá wọ́n ṣe èrè. Ẹ máa sọ fún ẹ jẹ́ kó máa mọ̀ pé wọ́n ṣe èrè. Ẹ má máa bí wọn pé ṣé wọ́n ṣe èrè ni wọ́n ṣe èrè.
mo ní number
Tẹ́lẹ̀
one
fẹ́
ka
padà wá.
petition kò rí Wùnmí àti Liam kó gbé ra ọ ní ó gbé Liam lórí picture your whole conclusion ni pé petition tó ń sign yẹn wá rí UNICEF ń bẹ petition tó ń sign ó fẹ́ fi jápa ni ó fẹ́ fi ní asylum. I was just like, oh God, did you read the contents of the asylum? Money of the
No, they
asylum,
don't
of
read.
the petition.
They don't. That's why they can never move forward nínú ayé wọn and in their thinking.
Gbogbo tí
Ọpọlọ
mo jù
wọn ti
asylum
dùn.
lọ.
Ọpọlọ
Gbogbo tí
wọn
mo
ti
jù
dùn
asylum
wọn ò
lọ
lè ka
láyé.
nǹkankan.
Asylum àwọn wèrè.
Ordinary CCC lè kà ẹni Wùnmí tí ó ti rehearse gbogbo nǹkan tó fẹ́ sọ for 2 years.
Ilé ojú one page lọ tún kà.
Ló fi rehearse ẹjọ́ gbogbo nǹkan tó kọ ní CTC níbi 1 month lẹ́yìn tọkọ ẹ̀kú àti nǹkan tó wá ń sọ ní 1.5 years after. Mélòó ló kí ló yàtọ̀ nú ẹ̀? Kí ni nǹkan tó yàtọ̀ nú ẹ̀? She has written her CTC, ó ti sọ̀rọ̀ ní court nínú kinní láti about a month tọkọ ẹ̀ ti kú. Ó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wá jáde wá verbally sọ̀rọ̀ fún general public nsìn ló ti rehearse ó ti rehearse nǹkan tó fẹ́ sọ wọ́n ti dẹ̀ máa sọ̀rọ̀ with confidence máa sọ̀rọ̀ with stupid talk with confidence ignoramus non-entities yìí.
Wá ṣe rè.
Wọ́n ní ẹ má bínú ọpọlọ tó ń lò ìtọ́ fi ń sọdá títì yẹn wọ́n ń ya ni èyí tán ní gangan lọ́yẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń lò lórí íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì yẹn àwọn wèrè.
So tí Wùnmí bá tẹ̀ fẹ́ já pánsì
tí mọ́tò ẹ má bínú dáwà class ẹ má bínú AIG èyí tí mọ́tò máa pa nínú wọn ló máa pọ̀ jù tó bá jẹ́ pọ́pọ́lọ́ tán lò lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ yìí náà lọ́sìn lò èyí tí mọ́tò máa pa nínú ló máa pọ̀ jù.
ọpọlọ mi ìsọdá títì ni kò ń ṣòun náà fi ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí kò possible láéláé torí mọ́tò máa ti pa wọ́n ti pẹ́.
Okay, I can move on pẹ̀lú Larry Coco, over to you.
Well, we
Zelensky
yes.
was his main G. Some of these people you've even mentioned, the only interaction that they had with Mohbad was even just the music. And you're saying we should ignore the fact that his own family, his own label, who by the way just put out another song, are not carrying it, and they should. Why? Why?
Kachi, look, this is it. Let's simplify it. Give me a minute here.
Go ahead.
The point is this. Hypothetically, sorry, you work for Arise, and God forbid something happens to you.
Mm-hmm.
I expect your boss, your colleagues, to at least be by your side.
100%.
But nobody's on Mohbad's side.
No. Yeah. Let me tell you the difference. Arise is my family, right?
Yeah.
In this case, Mohbad's own family are not looking for him.
No.
That is like saying, oh, every presenter in the world. I mean, I would love that. That would be great.
Naturally, Nigerian Institute of Journalists, all the associations of journalists, they will come together to support.
I think that what we are now doing now is we're shifting away from the issues, which takes me, I want to go Davido, if they decide to, amazing. Thank you so much.
No, do you think it's a good thing if they do?
Of course, it's great.
But why are they not? Why are they not?
They don't owe it to anybody. It's not that they don't owe it to anybody, and that's a fact. They've done their due diligence. For a fact, all these artists, every single one of them, lent their voices to Mohbad. Davido was not allowing us hear watch on his status. Every day, Mohbad.
You're talking about when he passed.
When he passed, and even months after. I can tell you that for a fact. All these artists, every single one of them, and actresses too, Nollywood, they all came out for Mohbad.
Okay.
But 2 years after, at this point in time, they deserve and they have earned the rights. They owe nobody any explanation. But you know who owes us an explanation? Which is why I'm coming back to you, Mohbad's family. You know who owes us an explanation? The same people who were arrested for harassing and bullying Mohbad, who have now just released a new song telling us, I'm back. Those guys are the ones who owe us an explanation. Not David, none of them.
Yeah, okay, I think...
So let's go back to the family.
Yeah, we'll go back to the family. I know.
And what they've been doing.
Okay, let's take it from the family's perspective.
Okay.
I was in Belgium. Okay. I'm based in Belgium.
Okay.
While in Belgium, I made an MOU with the father to defend and help find justice for Mohbad.
Okay.
And I think that was a very good move from the father, seeking outside help. So we had a lawyer, his friend who's a lawyer, and we entered into an MOU.
Okay.
And we had so many things like a museum for
Sorry, Mufesa, I won't be surprised that that presenter in question comes to Timmy's platform.
justice for Mohbad, and also to make sure that the DNA, even to arrange for the burial of Mohbad, to make it a very massive, global affair. So I think the father did the right thing in reaching out to follow that path. But somewhere along the road, so many influences came in and he derailed from that objective. The wife, from what I know, she's actually been quiet, has not said much. But now you saw the interview with Judy, so she's coming out now. She's speaking. The mom, I met the mom just about 2-3 weeks ago for the first time. And she told me certain things that encouraged me that this woman is actually looking for justice. Now, the problem with the family is they are divided. Father and mommy not together. Wife and father fighting. So, divided we stand, or what's the language?
United we stand, divided.
So they are divided, and because they are divided, the justice for Mohbad is falling, and it's becoming a very porous environment for even well-wishers to get involved. People like us that really want to help them hold their hands and make sure that we find out what happened to this boy. Papa is fighting me. Mama is fighting me. It's a madhouse.
Okay.
I call it the most dysfunctional family in Nigeria.
Nigerians say, do we have any closure? In the sense that, what happened to Mohbad? Can you, is there any clue? Because that's the one thing I can say for a fact that we haven't gotten.
I'll tell you the clues. Mohbad died in the house.
Okay.
According to Iyabo Ojo, according to the wife, and so many narratives that are out there. So we've been able to narrow the cause of death to the house.
Okay.
What we are looking for, and what I'm looking for is authentic information. And I'm the guy who put out the $50 million reward that if anybody comes up with information, we'll raise $50 million for that person. Now, these boys started soliciting for $3 million. So you can see that the strategy is working. I believe somebody knows something. And if you're watching and you're listening, $50 million will be raised for the evidence that really gets somebody convicted for what happened to Mohbad. And I know very soon, since we cracked that door, and people already reached out for $3 million.
Àwọn olówó dáwó yẹn fún $50 million will be raised. Àwọn olówó dá fún.
Ẹni sùúrù àtọ̀dọ̀wọ́ ni ó máa tó padà wá.
Olóṣì. Okùn ti dáhùn àwọn ẹbí ẹ̀ máa sanwó yẹn.
I'm not an IT guy. Gave me the big, bed in the air. So the narrative now for us is we need to push. Give me the hard disk, deleted or not. We'll fly to wherever and anywhere to find out everything that can be recovered from that video. So there is a track. We have a good path. Now we may hit a dead end to find out that, because my gut feeling tells me those kids just wanted to scam this artist. Or maybe it's a collaboration between all of them to distract. Because I don't understand that any one of us in this studio would say this is the video of Mohbad, and we don't see that. I would take a front row for 1 week, sit there in the field waiting to watch that video. Once you announce and say there is a video of what killed Mohbad, there are millions of people that will sit. But this artist says he didn't want to watch it. He was telling the supplier of the content, "Oh, I'm not going to watch it. I don't want to see it now. I'll come back with a court order." So let me use this opportunity to say there appears to be a syndicate that is really trying to cancel the evidence, because I don't understand how you come in contact with a video that the world is looking for and all of a sudden it's gone. That for me is suspicious.
I mean, it's just it's annoying. The situation in itself is very annoying. Also because I feel like this case, I hate noise in every sense of the word, especially social media noise.
Yeah, we need to control it. It's too much.
With the death of Mohbad, we saw a lot of social media noise with a lot of people screaming left ear. And it was just a lot. It was just loud. And it's just unfortunate that we have not come to any conclusion or anything that we can even hold on to if you watch the interview that his wife had with Chude, she was in tears. Talked about how she hasn't grieved her husband yet. Announced that her husband has not been buried. Talked about the accusations against her, saying that she cheated or she was cheating on Mohbad, and Mohbad is not her child. I know DNA was a huge conversation at some point in time, but I think
let's talk about the DNA.
Let's talk about the DNA.
You see, this family, like I said, they have a lot to fix.
What?
They have a lot to fix. The family of Mohbad.
Okay.
The wife, the father, the mother, they all need to stop whatever they are doing. They need to retract and come out as a family. Look, this lady, she just started talking. Why did you wait almost 2 years to start talking about your husband's death? That's number one.
Anything.
DNA, we drive for DNA. I have the same person.
Bàbá àdánù onísàndà sàndàlílí ní sàndàlí olórí burúkú bàtàtọ́dà sílẹ̀ lábẹ́ bíríìjì Òṣòdì olóṣì alákàràkọ̀ oníkótó oníkókó sọnù àtẹnu eléèbí.
Episode when the sister of Mohbad's wife came online, started saying anybody that talks about DNA will be sued for 300 million naira. At that point, Very Dark Man was leading the campaign that he suspects that this may have to do with paternity issue. So I wasn't really concerned about it. But when this lady said, I will sue you for 3 million naira for talking about DNA, I felt, no, this is wrong. This is trying to gag the media. And that's how I got involved into it. So now, where we are at the DNA now is this. We all waited 2 years, almost 2 years to say DNA. We now went into arbitration.
Go and bring your CSC, Jakari.
So both parties sat down, daddy's side and wife's side. They sat down and they said, okay, we're going to do the DNA. Now, the judge says, you've agreed? Fine, go ahead. Court issued the order, DNA to be done. It's been several months now. It doesn't take 2 weeks to get DNA done.
No DNA.
No DNA. They're dragging each other. Father claims now, he doesn't have a lawyer. He cannot do without a lawyer. He doesn't have the funding. That's father's side. Wife says, I'm ready to do the DNA. Father says, bring the baby to me. Wife says, I'm not going to bring the baby to you. So they're going back and forth, which means something is very fishy. DNA, we do DNAs in 2 weeks.
So you cannot just say that enter the car, everybody enter the car, drive them somewhere. And
I even suggested, look, I didn't want to say this way. I suggested to the mother, I told you I met with the mother about 2 weeks ago. And I said to the mother, look, this is to solve this. You go out to the media and challenge your ex-husband and say, look, we're going to bring the baby to the center on this day at this time. Be there. Retrieve yourself. We retrieve our own. And African TV, that is our Love Foundation, we retrieve our own to be on the neutral side. So if wife and mama comes with a negative result and you come with a different result, we match it with what we come with. And the mother was like, yes, this is a good idea. She was like, thank you for this. So if you ask me, I believe at this point, the mom and the wife are willing to do the DNA. I believe so.
To get
it on that. Let me tell you the latest update. News coming out today on the blog is that the father's lawyer, actually I got this when I was waiting for you. The lawyer of the father in the arbitration agreement indicated that if the DNA turns out to be positive, the wife should not announce it in public and the wife should not sue them. Did you get
all the trauma that
thank you for all the trauma that the girl has been through, all the hula bala on DNA.
So the lawyer put it as a term.
They put it as a condition and she refused. And I think that's smart of her because you're not going to take me through this trauma and then you say that I'm not going to tell the world and I'm not going to sue you. I'll sue you and sue your pants. Sorry, because she's been through a lot. Let's be realistic. You know, she's been through a lot.
She has. She truly has. I mean, I can't imagine.
And I'm not saying she's innocent or guilty, but
one of those that actually put her through that's a lot. That's a lot. So sorry. We want to put her through that.
Okay.
And we'll get updates from there.
Okay.
So that's the good news.
Okay, so that is the progress.
Yeah.
But no progress with regards to Mohbad actually being buried.
It's a family affair. I even traveled all the way to Ikere, to the village of the father, to appeal to the king of Ikere to say, look, call your son to order. We're Nigerians. We have culture. We have tradition. And we are accountable to a village, to a town, and to a state. So I appealed to the king of Ikere, and I said, please call your son. And they received us warmly, and they listened to us. I went with my team and about 14 journalists. And the update that I have is that they have actually called the father of Mohbad, and he refused to attend or to listen to the king.
Okay, well, it's quite unfortunate, like I said, but I think one of the reasons I wanted to have you on the show today was because there's so much that's been happening. But you know what? This is a start. I think I'm going to make this a whole series now, where maybe once a month, you come around and just give us an update.
No
because
problem.
I think Nigerians definitely.
Oh, let me use this story, my dear. Story. Look, I'm not just for Mohbad. My foundation that we're building is for advocacy and there's a lady called Bamishe. She was killed. She was killed in a BRT bus, Lagos State Transit bus, about 3 years ago on the 26th.
You have to use your Mohbad's case to push your whatever, to push the awareness for your own Olori Buruku NGO.
Kings and queens and a lot of students from senior high school are coming to do a debate. And if you can bring your crew, that'll make us happy.
I mean, like, you can't ask me that on air, but we can discuss that. But I mean, definitely, that's not even an issue at all. I think that, to be honest, we need more things like this. You know, we do what we do in here.
Gbogbo ẹranko olúwo ni wèrè ń bá gbé ọkọ náà ló ń bá kúkúrú gbé ọkọ náà ló ń bá iná ẹ̀ gbé wèrè ẹ̀ náà ló ń bá màálùú gbé olórí burúkú ọkọ náà ló ń bá ehoro gbé olóṣì bàbá fámà.
Mo fẹ́ sọ ọkọ ni Larry Omodia, the other day you lied that for some 40 years ago you were ṣiṣẹ́ ní MITV. So as a media person that you claim to be, mọ̀ yí pé yẹ kó máa ṣe unpaid advert lórí show oníṣò. Yóò mọ̀ wọ́n rí software ọtí ṣáà to tell you.
Ó sọ pé 40 years ló ń ṣiṣẹ́ ní MITV.
Ó ṣiṣẹ́ ní MITV 40 years ago. He said
how old is MITV?
When he called, I don't know if anybody can remember that show.
Change it. Ìwọ náà dé MITV sílẹ̀.
Gbana olóṣù Larry bàbá
àgbà FM ní MITV máa fi bẹ̀rẹ̀. Ìwọ náà dá MITV lẹ̀.
Lè ní Larry Pablo Escobar.
You don't know. You are not supposed to be doing adverts on paid adverts for that matter on someone else's show. Olodo.
African thief, international thief, Larry Omodola, international thief, Larry Omodola, international thief, olórí burúkú ikú máa pa ẹ́ ni.
Ẹ wo questionable character yẹn gangan mo tẹ̀ fẹ́ ká gbọ́. That questionable character. Ọmọ.
Gbogbo èèyàn ló ti mọ lórí ibú yẹn, ó ní pampers ní fúrọ̀.
Presenter yẹn ò try, ó fún jẹ ní. Ẹ jẹ́ wo bí a mo ti lè play the questionable character.
Ẹ go on Mr. Dawa, kí lẹ sọ?
Ní mo fẹ́ wá bí questionable character yẹn lọ. Kíkọ̀ tún wò bẹ́ẹ̀.
Ẹ wo bó ṣe ń yọ ẹnu tó sọ wípé the lady has been through a lot. Like you are not involved in all this.
Part of the whole trauma.
You are the architect of all this.
Larry, have you forgotten the screenshot of the message? Tabari bí idiot Larry Omojai tó ṣe send the message sí Wunmi lórí WhatsApp. This is kiniko. No introduction, no formal greeting, nothing. Stupid idiot àgbà òfò.
Entitlement mentality òṣì like you own her. Wọ́n ṣépè fún ìjà ẹ̀ ní òde lọ́pàá wọn mú ẹ àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ pé tó ní òde máa dúnbù wọn kó máa fún wọn ní gbọmọlé jẹ.
What is paining his ass? Ó ń dùn olórí burúkú ẹ̀ bí gẹ̀yẹn ṣe ignore ẹ̀.
Ẹ rò pé ọmọ yẹn orí ẹ̀ ò pé bíi ti yín ni.
Torí pé ojú lọ torí pé ọkọ ẹ̀ kú òfin ipò kan lè máa throw nonsense to her face and she will take it. You must be mad. Orí ẹ̀ tó dàbí orí kan bọ́dì yẹn.
He's mad.
Sweatpants.
Confirmer is mad. Wèrè lélẹ̀ wèrè àgbàlagbà lélẹ̀. àgbà òun fi àgbà ara tiẹ̀ ó fi ń wọ ọjà ní olórí burúkú ó ti ń ṣorí burúkú láti kékeré ọlọ́run ti kọ àkọsílẹ̀ tiẹ̀ nípò máa fàgbà tiẹ̀ jáwọ́ ọjà olórí burúkú ó máa fi ọgbà tiẹ̀ ó máa fi gba ẹgbà ni ó máa fi fún ẹlẹ́gbàjẹ ní lójoojúmọ́.
lọ wẹ orí ẹ lódò lọ wẹ orí ẹ ọmọdòlè lọ wẹ orí ẹ torí gbogbo nǹkan tó gbé wá tó ló gbogbo ẹ ní olórí burúkú ọmọ olè tọ̀hún yẹn náà ọmọ olè fọ oní septic tank ní fúrọ̀ yẹn òun ló ń ṣe yẹn.
ti gbà á kó gbà fọ́gà ẹ̀.
òun ló ń ṣe yẹn òun ló ń ṣe lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ lófò tí ò rẹ ní.
ẹ advice olórí burúkú ẹ kó gbà fọ́gà ẹ̀ olórí burúkú ní Yomi ti gba ògo lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ó ti gbẹ̀gbọ́n lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ gbà fọ́gà ẹ̀.
tó jẹ létérìs wọ́n tún drag ẹ̀ can I have my 35 caps and t-shirts olùṣí wàá lọ bèrè tó bẹ́ẹ̀ lórí kan yìí.
ẹlẹ́sìn justice for ìmọ̀lẹ̀ ní kó wá fóun ní tíṣẹ̀tì òun ó lè coming from somebody that cannot even buy himself a microphone òun sọ̀rọ̀ 50 million ìwọ tó jẹ́ pé tó bá ti ń ṣe live show báyọ̀ máa ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ máa gbé tiger generator jáde látinú yàrá látinú kíchìn tó gbé sí ni kó lè má gbé lọ ìgbà yẹn lẹ́yìn ṣe máa ní kọ́ lọ máa re epo 2.5 litres wá kẹ́yẹ̀ ṣe máa bù sínú táǹkì tó jẹ́ pé 10 litres ló ń gbanú ẹ̀ olórí burúkú àti 5 litres ẹ̀ ló ń gba tiger. Wọ́n tún dẹ̀ ìgbẹ́ yẹn á tún máa dún vum 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 olórí burúkú àwọn ọmọ náà máa kẹ́yìn ẹ̀yẹ̀yẹ̀ bàbá give us food give us biscuit bàbá we are hungry olórí burúkú olórí olùṣẹ́ àtúmọ̀ ní kó máa fóun ní Smirnoff àwọn wèrè tó fọwọ́ tẹ̀ ń dì káàkiri gbogbo bí àpàlà àwọn yẹn náà máa ní how many shots you want but ó fò orí ẹ̀ ti bàjẹ́ aláǹkárá yẹbẹyẹbẹ lábìjàn ó ní sórí rẹ aláǹkárá Swani àǹkárá bíjàn kẹmú tẹ̀ tó pọ́n wèrè ẹ lẹ́ni àwọn àǹkárá fáktírì ẹ̀rọ tó máa ń dà sílẹ̀ lásán.
ó gbọ́dọ̀ kọjá lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ náà báyìí ó máa rà mọ́ ẹ lára ni olóṣèlú ni wọ́n bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ máa làágùn bọ̀lọ̀ a máa làágùn bọ̀lọ̀ ó kó sí sándà tẹ̀lẹ̀ má jẹ́ rárìnrà Ọláwálé cover shoe.
Ìyájú ti yá.
Wèrè ní màá yìí náà.
Áfíríkà tẹlifíṣàn kí ló kó sí ṣúkú ṣẹ̀ka wèrè.
Ṣé kò ṣe tẹ̀lẹ̀ ni?
Ọmọ ìyá ṣúmẹ̀ka ẹ̀ parí ẹ̀dùnsí fẹ̀dúrà.
Ìtẹ̀lẹ̀ má jẹ́ rárìnrà ló wọ̀ ọ́.
Yóò sì tún jẹ kókó àrùgbó ọ̀run máa ṣorí pé ọ̀run ti ń gbóúnjẹ lẹ́nu ẹ̀sìn gbogbo nǹkan tó yẹ kí tó ṣe gbogbo ẹni Yomi ti ń ṣe ṣorí pé ọ̀run ti gbóúnjẹ lẹ́nu ẹ̀ ṣorí pé ìjọ sí ti gé fún ẹ̀ wọ́n ti gbóúnjẹ lẹ́nu ẹ̀ o.
àwọn méjì náà jọ máa lùsì ni tó bá ti bá kú dá ẹ̀yà ṣe kò sí nǹkan kan fún ẹ at the end of the day.
tú gbẹ̀ngbẹ̀.
òfò lè máa gbọ́ ẹ.
ó lọ bẹ́ẹ̀
àwọn bàtà ẹ ti rán sísì mi sísè dúkìá ẹ máa gbọ́ bàtà is my choice olórí.
bàtà lọ́jọ́ ta sísè rántí bàtà lọ́nà ọjọ́ ta bàtà ṣù olóṣì.
bàtà ṣù kọ́bla ṣù
ni sóòlù ẹ̀ ó strong ju Olúmọ̀rọ̀.
ó mọ̀ lò kó lè fi sílẹ̀ fáwọn ọmọ ẹ mọ̀ pé sóòlù àwọn bàtà yẹn máa ń le gan ẹ̀mí kò lè lò
tó bá ti lo bàtà ṣù yẹn o máa filẹ̀ fábúrò ẹ̀ ni òun náà tún gbé wọ́n bá ti ń bá yín fi pọ́líṣì gbé brown polish báyìí wá ti ń bá yín fi gbé á máa dán gbélégbélé
kọtínà ni
wàá tún filẹ̀.
kọtínà ṣù àwọ̀ yẹn secondary school lè ṣì ẹlẹ́sìn onígbèsè.
ẹ ká túbọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sísá dúkìá ẹ gbọ́ bíbá.
I want us to mention who this man is.
No, I don't want to mention names because I'm actually being petitioned for asking questions, for investigating this matter.
I would say this, because we've had a conversation, I would respect that you don't want to mention this man, but he's a questionable human being. And I told you this already, his character has proven questionable over time. Legally, as a matter of fact, he has been questioned for his character by the police and by the courts. So it's kind of hard to take that in from I'm not surprised, but let's go back to the issue. Let's just leave him questioned for his character.
Case closed. This is the beef we have now.
But can I be honest? I mean, I imagine you do not want us to mention who this man is.
No, I don't want to mention names because I'm actually being petitioned for asking questions, for investigating this matter.
I would say this, because we've had a conversation, I would respect that you don't want to mention this man, but he's a questionable human being. And I told you this already, his character has proven questionable over time. Legally, as a matter of fact, he has been questioned for his character by the police and by the court. So it's kind of hard to take that in from a. I'm not surprised, but let's go back to the issue. Let's just leave him on the side.
I will still be playing that over and over and over. Joy, continue discussion because I questionable character. Okay, Sister Dukia, over to you.
ẹ ṣé o Mr. Dawa tẹ́ gbé wa débẹ̀ ẹ ṣé àdúpẹ́ ó lè ṣiyọ̀mí wọ́n ló tún sọ pé 96 hour la tún wà báyìí sórí pé lórí ibú ni ẹ́ sórí pé ò ń ṣe èèyàn kan tó ní láárí kan lọ títí ó gbádùn o 96 minutes la tún ṣì wà àbí 96 hour la ṣì wà láti joy Sister Adunni brother yín tún ti dé o bí a kẹ́ bá wa so mú o kẹ́ bá wa mú so o.
bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn bó ṣe wà yẹn lórí burúkú ni ẹ bó ṣe wà yẹn o bí bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn ṣe wà yẹn òun gbọ́ ti mọ̀ rí pé òun ti dé tẹ́ bá ń gbọ́ gẹ́gẹ́ tó ó ti bá dé kọ̀ǹdẹ̀ òun náà bó ṣe wà yẹn lórí burúkú ẹ̀ ó ń wá escape route ni ibi tó máa gbà jáde bó ṣe lówó èrè wá báyìí olóríṣi olóṣì olórí ibú.
ilẹ̀kùn ti mú wèrè lọ́wọ́.
ilẹ̀kùn ti mú kò yé wèrè wọ́n ti dàrú mọ́ lójú olórí burúkú oníjẹkújẹ tẹ́yọ̀ bá ti wà tó bá ti ń jẹjẹkújẹ ó máa padà jẹ tó máa ha lọ́fun mo sọ fún ẹ pé lórí eré ètò àwà yìí wàá bí wàá yàgbẹ́ tó bá gbọ́ wàá ṣu dúdú wàá ṣu kíkan wà láyọ̀mí wàá tún wàá ṣu olómi ṣòro ó ní jẹ tán ibi tẹ́mi ẹ̀ máa pèsè lélẹ̀ á máa padà rápò sí ẹ̀yìn olóṣì kò mọ ibi tó fẹ́ gbà ní 96 láago mélòó olórí burúkú.
lélẹ̀ yà 96 hour la wà báyìí ok Zomo ló tún kọ́kọ́ fẹ́ fi gbé wa ló fẹ́ fi kó wa lómi ọbẹ̀ lọ ọmọ mi ti bọ́ọ̀sì tiẹ̀ ó ti dárúkọ fún wa bàbá ń bá rí ẹ̀ bàbá yín tún ti wá sọ pé kò sí nǹkan nu fídíò wo àmì náà máa ná wọ́n á ná jọwọ́jọwọ́ etí ẹ̀ imú ẹ̀ tó rẹ́pọ̀ yẹn Yọ̀mí imú ẹ̀ tó sì rẹ́pọ̀ tó lẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ yẹn tó press báyìí ṣọ́rí mo press imú mi náà ṣọ́rí mo yẹn ń dún ṣọ́rí pé mo ṣe máa ń dún nílẹ̀ mo press imú wálẹ̀ ni o ó lè ṣì ẹlẹ́lẹ́yà ẹjẹ́ àtúgbáriwo tó fẹ́ pa.
ṣé mo kọ́ tó ṣe Yọ̀mí ṣé mo kọ́ ẹ tí lámì bá bà no from brother.
wọ́n á nà ẹ wò ó máa ṣe frog jump dánwò ikùn ẹ tó ṣe gbàǹdù yẹn.
ìdí ẹ̀yìn àjò.
ọwọ́ wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ bà ẹ́ ó dá mi lójú tó bá jẹ́ pé Ọlọ́run kọ 70 years mọ́ ẹ̀ wọ́n á ná 52 jáde nínú ayé ẹ̀ ó dá mi lójú
bọ́tà tó tètè wá clear Zomo.
52 years
tí Bukky Jesse ti jí lóru
kúrò nínú ayé ẹ̀
tí Bukky fi lè jí lóru aago kan òru UK time tó fò bọ́tà lójú oorun tó kú bàbá ìwọ wá fẹ́ máa wò I'm not in your league yẹn àwọn mọ̀ pé nígbà tí sójà bá mú ẹ ó lò ṣì ó rò pé farewell video ẹ jẹ́ ń lọ wá.
wá bó ṣe fẹ́ jáde ó ti bú lọ́wọ́ because ṣe tèmi sọ ṣe pé mo fara mọ́ mo sọ fún wàláì on this side o mi.
tó ti wá ń yọ Zomo kó lẹ́nu ni.
kò mọ bó ṣe fẹ́ pé náà ni kò mọ bó ṣe fẹ́ pé àwọn tó kù lọ ń bá gbà bí ọ máa ba yí ẹ jẹ ṣé tó bá ní kó mú frog jump tọ́nà bá máa mú ìyá ẹ kó jẹ́ láti Ìkẹjà sórí Maryland tó ló ti fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ protest yẹ kó jẹ́ láti cantonment wọn láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ kó wá ní kó mú frog jump yẹ dé Ọjọ́ta wàhálà ayé ìyá ẹ bàjẹ́ torí mo mọ̀ wípé stretcher ló fi máa gbé ẹ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ àti gba ambulance ẹgbẹ́ ambulance o torí ìjọba Lagos State ò gbà o anywhere tẹ́ bá ti fẹ́ kó èrò jọ wọ́n ti sọ fún yín kẹ́ máa gba ambulance torí à lè sọ Yọ̀mí lọ gba ambulance ó dá mi lójú ìwọ ló máa fi gbé ìwọ tí ẹ kọ́kọ́ ṣe wèé lọ bẹ́ sí Zomo yẹn lọ bẹ́ sí ṣọmọ yìí pé látọjọ́ yìí ó hàn sí wọ ṣọmọ kókò hàn sáwà ohun tìgbà tọmọ wa sọ tó sọ pé lágbájá ló wà ń bẹ èmi náà sọ wípé Yọ̀mí tèmi mọ̀ fírí kọ́kọ́ furu kọ́kọ́ anything for clout kò sí kan tí ò lè sọ mo dẹ̀ ń gbọ́ 4 letter word
ṣe ẹ ti mọ tó wà ń bẹ tẹ́lẹ̀ wọ́n ti sọ
before letter
fún
word
wọ́n ti sọ
ọmọ kò
fún
lè
ó ti
pẹ́ ní
mọ̀
wọn bí ìyálàjà fábíyì kú ìyálàjà lákù bàbá ẹ̀ àwọn ancestor yẹn àwọn mọ́gàjì lẹ́yìn bẹ́ẹ̀rẹ̀ lẹ́yìn kò lè tẹ́rí sí tó bá bí ìyá ẹ̀ kò wọ bẹ́ẹ̀ sí zomo bẹ́ẹ̀ sí wàá mọ̀ wípé àwọn tó jó lórí ìlú yìí gan wọ́n fi ti kakí àmì wọ́n fà ọ̀tọ̀láyé tí wọ́n ò nílùú o wọ́n fi tí wọ́n ṣe ni because abẹ́rẹ́ tó ń gbà lójú ogun àti training ó yàtọ̀ sí ti civilian ṣó ló ṣorí burúkú ni inú mi á dùn bẹ́ẹ̀ sí ṣó ló ṣe èrè ni olè ọ̀lẹ ọ̀fọ̀n olórí burúkú ọ̀lẹ játijàti rédèrèdè ṣé kò wá sàn kó wá máa lọ ta kókóró nítọ̀ọ̀sìn àbí kó máa lé bọ́ọ̀sì mú ṣé kò bẹ́tà nítòkú àbí kó lọ sí kútọ̀ olórí burúkú jù olóyè tó ń ṣe yìí lọ ẹ̀sìn ló máa padà gbẹ̀yìn ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ òun á wá escape route.
yìí tó fi lọ sí bọ́dà sẹ̀mẹ̀ yẹn ó yẹ kó ti dúró kútọ́ ni kó máa ta pitó kó gbégbá pitó kó kúkú máa ta pitó ń bẹ̀ jẹ́jẹ́ pẹ̀lú ìdí burúkú tó wà lẹ́yìn òun.
ọ̀rọ̀ àti róbó làwa tiẹ̀ ń tà lábẹ́kúta olórí burúkú lélẹ́yìí ọmọ àlè ni kó tẹ̀ wá gbégbá róbó aláta ṣé kò bẹ́tà àti kòkòrò.
mo rí kọ́mẹ́ǹtì kan tán ní Yomi náà tó lọ sí TV station lọ grant interview bóyá lẹ mọ̀ pé ó ti ń make effort ìgbà tí ò rí ló padà lọ Ghana kò sí station tó fẹ́ gba Yomi tó fẹ́ interview tó fẹ́ ẹgbẹ́ yàn tó sọ pé unreliable wọ́n pèèyàn ní unreliable wọ́n pèèyàn ní TikTok activist ẹ wo gbogbo bọ́n ṣe ń bring gbogbo ayé téèyàn tó rò pé òun kó jọ tán ṣe ń bring it down no station wants to accept him mi ò ní cast àwọn station kan tó ń sọ fún wa pé ó ti ń write àwọn láti bí ijọ́ wò páwọn ò kọ àwọn ò gbà ní níbo questionable character ẹ ṣe jàre níbo ló ti fẹ́ lọ bóyá kó jẹ́ a lọ sí MITV àbí kó gba AIT lọ àbí kó lọ sí àwọn Aláròyé Yorùbá àbí kí ló máa ń pa àwọn station tí ò lórúkọ táwọn.
station táwọn afọ́jú ń lò ló máa padà lọ kánò.
àbáwọn odi gbogbo ìtẹ́ mo rí kọ́mẹ́ǹtì yẹn pé Yomi will soon go to kinní kan níbo àbíyàn kan ti rí Yomi ni ta ló mọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ kò fẹ́ cast àwọn kìíní náà mọ́yà àwọn interview place ìtàn ló ti ń ráìtì ti pẹ́ pé ó fẹ́ wá táwọn yẹn wò pé níbo ló ti fẹ́ wá sọ̀rọ̀ ta ló mọ̀ ẹ́ bàbá yóò mọ̀ pé ọ ti róhun tán as èèyàn tí ò ní credibility kankan rádaràda àwọn èèyàn ń wẹ̀ láwòsùn kó ń wo rẹ̀ láwò rẹ̀.
èèyàn yẹpẹrẹ.
máa gbẹ́nu sí mo gbẹ́jọ́ mi dé jẹ́ kẹ́mi àtẹjọ lọ sí gbọ̀rọ̀ mi rò ṣé lọ jí.
ó lọ yín mọ́mọ́.
ìyẹn náà ó ṣe I Fight Lion ìyẹn náà ṣe rédíò presenter I Fight Lion.
ẹ má mà sọ ti wèrè yẹn mọ́ ọ̀túnba lólómi ọ̀túnba owó pẹ̀tù ní olómi lẹ́pọ̀n ọ̀túnba ò ní pa mí olólómi lẹ́pọ̀n ṣómi ló lọ síbẹ̀ ní olórí burúkú Hamzat àwọn ní burúkú ló ló gbé sábẹ̀.
ẹ kálẹ̀ gbogbo ilé I couldn't wait to get home. Ó ká mi ní ṣanni látẹ̀ẹ̀kan questionable character ọlọ́run ọlọ́jà ẹ̀wà sísìmí abájọ tó máa ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ta ni ẹ ò ní credibility wọ́n ní kí ni pedigree ẹ ó tún ṣe òde radio station gan ò ní pedigree ò ní oh God kí leléyìí Josie ó máa ráyé wá o torí ayé tí Josie wá yìí ṣá gbogbo àwọn bíi questionable character gbogbo àwọn oníwà àdọ̀tí àwọn pátápupa àwọn bíi lọ́kùn ọ̀dọ̀ ẹ̀ ṣá ọ̀dọ̀ Josie lẹ ti máa rí gbogbo ẹ̀ àwọn tó fẹ́ yọwọ́ ọmọ ọlọ́mọ láwo àwọn tó fẹ́ ṣoríṣiríṣi ọ̀dọ̀ Josie lẹ ti máa rí wọn èèyàn kan wá bí mi wá ní kí ló dé tí mò ń sọ́pọ̀tì Ọmọwùnmí ta ló máa rí gbogbo nọ́nsẹ̀nsì yìí tó máa níbẹ̀ lòun fẹ́ lọ tò sí ṣá and that presenter anyway bóyá ó sì kú níbì kan bóyá kẹ̀mí ìgbọ́ dáadáa because I was wondering why are they trying to paint a different narrative to you kí ló ẹ ṣì ń wá kú tó pa Mohbad ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ṣé àwọn èèyàn ṣì ń wá kú tó pa Mohbad ṣé òun náà ṣì ń wá 18 months after níbi tá a wà yìí pẹ̀lú gbogbo nǹkan tọ́lọ́pàá ti sọ pẹ̀lú gbogbo nǹkan táwọn tó wà nínú ilé ti sọ ẹni kò ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ìpè tìyín ẹ̀yin ní truth kan lárí ọmọdé dole ọba ti béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ pé kò dẹ̀ mú truth yẹn lẹ̀ ń bẹ̀ yẹn since you are not talking about what is already out there, what the police have said, what every witness who were at the house have said. Since you are not interested in that, if I were the presenter, I would have asked you, oh, so do you have anything different from what has been said so far? And they keep talking as if the what's it called now? The autopsy àti kíní kejì tó ń ṣe toxicology, as if it was entirely useless, as if they didn't even say that it hinted towards certain things. At this point, if anybody is still asking pé kí ló pa Mohbad other than what we have heard, then if you tell me you have something different, you better be bringing out the proof or the evidence. Otherwise, we stick with what we know. Àwọn alọ́ba gan ò mọ̀ jàre, wọn ò mọ̀. And the audacity for you, Larry, to say that kan gbọ́ ọmọ pàdé ẹ̀ junction kan oríta ni, oríta mẹ́ta ni, junction ni kọ̀kọ́ kan gbọ́ ọmọ wá fún ẹ, so that your foundation too, you should be taking blood as what? Mo fẹ́ lè fowónú TikTok láti ibi tí mo wà pé did I just heard that right? Kọ́gbọ́n mo pàdé ẹ̀ so that you also draw blood àbí draw what? And go and do test as what? As kíni? Gbogbo yín kò séyìí tó ní integrity nù yín zero. Àwa ń ṣàwọn tó máa wá dọ̀bálẹ̀ fún yín àbí máa bẹ̀yìn pàṣòótọ́ pé ẹ̀ ní integrity àti wá àti Yomi ọ̀bọ gbé ọ̀bọ kan àbí.
Gbọ́bọ̀gbọ̀n pẹ́.
Ọ̀bọ gbé ọ̀bọ gọ̀pẹ́ lẹ́yìn méjèèjì kò sí yàtọ̀ nù yín. So the fact that wọ́n ṣe fún wọn ní airtime on radio, it doesn't make you any difference. If it were to be a calling show, trust me, máa pè wọlé kán lè mọ̀ pé wọ́n gan ò ní crẹ́, kò sí crẹ́ kankan lórí ẹ̀ bó ṣe wà. It's just about who can ẹni tó yáwọ́ àbẹ́ni tó yára dẹni, òun lẹ́yìn méjèèjì fi ń ṣe láàrin ara yín. Ẹ wá fẹ́ fi ọmọ sáàrin ẹ̀ ìwọ náà wà lọ ṣe test ti ẹ̀ as who or what? Àbẹ́mi nìkan lọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ń bínú ni àbí mo ti ń wà temperamental ni?
Ọmọ tá bẹ́ẹ̀ lára àwọn ọmọ tí bàbá ẹ̀ bí síta.
Because I don't understand. It's the audacity for me. So even at this point, they put her through a lot. I would sue. Ìwọ fúnra rẹ̀ gan a máa sue ẹ. Yes, ìwọ tó bọ́ síta tó lọ ń kọ comment pé ọmọ the most bastard kìíní kan in the world. Ó rò pé tí test bá tí result bá jáde ìwọ gan wọn ní sue ẹ ni. Wọ́n á sue ẹ wàá sue pa. Nonsense.
Sis, mo fẹ́ divert. Níbi tí mo ti ń wá nǹkan kan kiri, mo bá réèyàn kan tó ń ranjú. Ó ṣàrànjú, ó ń ranjú. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n gbé yín débẹ̀ kó má dà pé bóyá mo selfish. Post ẹ yá mi ní big screen yín. Ẹ wojú ẹ. Ẹ bá mi fetí ayọ̀ sí o.
My people, finally, Mohbad is getting justice. Yes,
Yomi
just released new evidence now. When Mohbad brother bring, now, my people, and Yomi don't go the house, don't
They
go
are YouTube people, right?
TikTok,
down. When it take breaking
I think she's also on YouTube. Because I've come across her on YouTube before. They are a different breed entirely.
Àtijọ́ àti Múni,
Ọmọládé náà confirm ẹ.
Me for pushing when it take using head.
My ìyálé before.
Break up, my people.
Ọmọládé.
Finally. Hey.
Pause.
Finally. You would see the excitement on her face.
Wallahi, this is not a matter of tribalistic, but you see, majority of those that are from this side, forget it. And it's even very, well, I would say something when it comes to being respectful and cultural behavior. I expect more from them, because when it comes to culture, when it comes to culture, want to need similarity pẹ̀lú àwa níbí báyìí. But a lot of them, tí wọ́n sí ní Nigeria, tí wọ́n represent this tribe outside the country, tẹ́ bá ń gbọ́ sorry is their case, ẹ gbàgbé bó ṣe ṣẹlẹ̀. Majority, I'm not saying all. These particular people, when I come across blogs like this or pages like this, I just scroll through. In fact, if possible, I'll block you off. Because bó ṣe wà yẹn àtijọ́ àti mu ni, wọn ò ní tìjú, wọn ò mọ nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ integrity, wọn ò mọ nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ orúkọ. And it's so sad. Because tẹ́ bá tọ́ pínpín ìrìn àjò wọn, a ní similarity pẹ̀lú wọn when it comes to language and our culture. But majority of them, once they're out of this country, I don't know what the problem is. They don't care. And what the mama suffering, they are deeply rooted in culture. To jẹ́ pé when it comes to their Oba, which we give the same respect, in fact, their Oba is even, their Oba is well respected. Pẹ̀lú bí àwa ọba ṣe ṣe àwọn ọba wa, a lè ṣe ọba títí wọn bẹ́ẹ̀. So when I see some people come out from I don't want to be tribalistic here, but majority of them, statistic here, go and check the statistic. Go and check it on social media. It is very appalling. And my brothers and my sisters, because like I have said, whether we like it or not, ọ̀rọ̀ wa jọra wọn, ìṣe wa jọra wọn, culture wa jọra wa. Nǹkan tó máa wà táwa fi ń deyín mọ́ àwọn tí wà tájọ́ ń sọ èdè kan náà. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ máa jẹ́ káwọn tí yín from this side. Ẹ jẹ́ kán máa mọ̀ pé gbogbo ẹ̀kọ́ ni owó, gbogbo ẹ̀kọ́ ni jíjẹ múmu. But wọ́n máa balẹ̀ jẹ́, wọ́n da gbogbo ẹ̀rú nítorí èlò. Ẹ wo bó ṣe ń ranjú tójú ẹ̀ fẹ́ yọbó lójú lábọ̀nbọ̀n lórí ọ̀rọ̀ tí ò ṣojú ẹ̀ tí ò ní verification fún. But because you want to build your page, you just want to trend. Kí ló ṣe yín? Tó bá já àwọn kan àwọn òun kan ni tí mi ò lè sọ àwọn tí òun kan, I'm not here for whatever, but the fact still remains pé oníkálukú ló ní títí ẹ̀. Àwọn tí wọ́n mọ̀ wọ́n fún nǹkan tó jẹ́, bó ṣe yín yìí ẹ gbàgbé bó ṣe ṣẹlẹ̀. Tó bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ yín lẹ máa sọ pé when it comes to culture and tradition ẹ má jẹ́ kí n ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ sọ lálẹ́ torí inú tiẹ̀ ń bí mi látàárọ̀ èyí tẹ́ fi ṣẹ̀mí lọ́wọ́ lé ní Monday yìí Ọlọ́run á bí yín o. Ọlọ́run á bí yín o. So when it comes to tradition and culture, ẹ̀yin gbèrú báwa náà ṣe gbèrú. Yorùbás are known for culture and tradition. Kì í ṣe mọ̀nàmọ̀nà amọ̀kan tó ń jẹ́ ọmọlúwàbí. So that's why tabatira àwọn kan tó ń ṣorí burúkú, it's always easy for us to just call them out. Èyí tó bá ti ń ṣe òṣì yẹn báyìí a máa jẹ́ kó máa mọ̀ pé ọmọ àlè Yorùbá ní ìwọ náà. O lè sọ no, kò sí kan tó lè sọ tó máa justify pé ọmọ gidi ní ẹ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ẹ gbàgbé pé ègún wà lórí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Àwa kan tún sì wà tó yẹ pé a wò pé kò sí bó ṣe lè jẹ. Ṣé bédè là ń sọ lẹ́nu yìí tó yẹ pé ibi tá a bá dé identity wa ni. Identity wa ni. So ṣe rí àwọn yẹn sítá dúkìá mú fún Ọlọ́run ọba bẹ̀yìn tẹ́ bá ti rí wọn ẹ má máa fún wọn ní gbogbo kíní yìí olórí burúkú ló pọ̀ jù ó pọ̀ gan wọ́n pọ̀ mo mọ ọkọ tó ṣe nígbà tọ́rọ̀ yìí ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ but I am happy pé at least a few of them that I have seen, I don't want to mention names, wọ́n ti padà bó ṣe rí nígbà tí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ṣẹlẹ̀ wọ́n mo fẹ́ lè sọ pé wọ́n pọ̀ gan tí wọ́n bu ọmọ yìí tí wọ́n kì í ṣe lédè wa. You don't have to be a Yoruba, yes, to actually fight for humanity or what is just, but be fair in everything you do. Okay, it's all about money, it's all about I want to build my page. I want people here, they're very terrible. I don't know what's monetization and what you know, where are your values as Africans? Yes, I'm like gbogbo nǹkan tó ti ṣe in the past as the one kí ni mo fẹ́ pé gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ tó pè ní culture fún wa gbogbo ẹ̀ náà kan la máa gbà à ń wò wọ́n síra wọn but a lè rule gbogbo ẹ̀ out And when it comes to just being just, it's not all about a tribe or a nation. It should cut across all boards. Whether you are an Asian, American, African, wherever you come from, nǹkan tó jó òtítọ́ ni. So tẹ́yìn kan bá ń ṣorí burúkú yìí, ó máa ń dùn mí gan ni. Ẹjọ́ ìyá mi ò ní kẹ́ máa play ẹ̀bọ̀ tó kọ̀ kàmílà pé lè tó ń ranjú bí olórí burúkú. Wọ́n pọ̀, mo ti fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ wọn tipẹ́. Ẹ ti pọ̀ jù. Ẹ dẹ̀ gbọ́ Yorùbá tí mò ń sọ. Ẹ gbọ́ because èdè wa jọra wọn. Ẹ yé ṣòṣì, ẹ yé ṣorí burúkú. Ebi wo ló ń pa yín, ẹ̀yin kan náà ni. When it comes to wípé kẹ́ ṣorí burúkú kẹ́ ṣòṣì, ẹ̀yin ló máa rí ẹ máa jàjà òṣì kí ló ń ṣe yín náà? Kí ló ń ṣe yín? Ẹ ti fi gbogbo orí burúkú tí ẹ ti fi dènà ọmọ ẹlòmíì láti rí favour gbà. In the Western world especially, tó bá show videos lóríṣiríṣi báyìí tẹ́tí ń bára yín jà tẹ́tí ń ṣe kí ló dé náà? And tẹ́ bá máa sọ ń ṣe ẹ máa ní kó má sọ̀rọ̀ bá yín o, culture or tradition. So where are your values as that person or a tribe that is deeply rooted in culture and tradition? Why is it tó bá ti di ti individuals àbí tó kí n rò, but when it comes to, you can't be selective. This is just cherry picking.